Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 52 Topics with Frank Fiordilino. This is our Monday night live stream. Every Monday night, this is where we will be. I am in the living room tonight, Francis. You know what that means? That means I got the place all to myself and I do whatever I want. All right?
You know
So,
that, but yeah, sure.
so yeah,
Good to
nah, a
know.
little change, a little change. I decided to leave the office today. But what's going on, man? How are you? We'll say hi to some people in a minute. What's up, buddy?
Good. Rough day. It was a rough day, and today is my brother who passed away's birthday, and my dad's birthday. So I have two brothers passed away. The most recent one, Joe, he was a Virgo. August 24th was his birthday,
And it happens to be your
and
dad's birthday too, the same day they have the.
yeah, and it also happens to be, believe it or not, an old ex buddy of mine, best friend of mine, Joe Grimaldi Bakery. So
Really?
it
Wow,
was
that's
kind of
weird.
weird.
That is kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where that is. He's got to be what 56, like myself. So it was rough. You know what I mean? Me and my brother didn't cross paths at the end like I thought one day we would, and a lot of family shit set us apart. I was most closest to him. Obviously, we have another brother who's a piece of garbage. And Bryce Ball, if you listen, go fuck yourself. But that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
You
say
know,
hi to some people, then we'll get to the premise of the show. We got a lot of
yeah.
topics for you. Griffin Street in the house. What's going on, buddy? Francisco the Bullhorna. Scully B says, I have wise guy pencils for sale. Oh, well, pencil me in for a couple of those there, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Number 2 pencils. None of those refill. I don't like those refill ones. All right. Shout out to Brett, says Craig Cola. Miso Horna video was absolutely hilarious. You nailed Francisco the Bullhorna. Great work. Thank you, buddy. Selfie Don. What's going on? Joe Root in the house. The OG Mob Jandra character that is Joe Root, Lisa Pizziola, Lime Sub, the great Matt in the house, the great J-Tro Fibio, Joe Pistori, Omar, gonna roll one, pop the pods in, and take a stroll. Sounds like a good idea, buddy. I took a stroll today myself. Middle Village, Sweet Science Report. What's going on, buddy? Great company to have. You two are a much needed dose of where I'm from, Queens. Send my regards to Frank. He's clearly been through plenty and is open to share. Thank you, Sweet Science Report. I appreciate you. Yeah, and he's gonna be able to share some stuff tonight. What's up, Mimo? I got your email. This guy sent me a cache of Tony Sirico stuff. So we're gonna go through that, and
Okay.
we'll do a show on the curious case of Tony Sirico. Bushwick, what's going on, buddy? Uncle Jojo, Carlos Muniz, proletarian. He said he's on vacation. All right, man. Good, man. Glad to hear. At least somebody's on vacation around here.
What's vacation in Sweden? Norway? Denmark?
Yeah, what's vacation? Well, they go to places like that Americans think are like, oh, so exotic. Like they go to places like Turkey, and they go to because they're not scared of like going. Neither would I. I would love to go to Turkey. But yeah, they're like we look at those things as like weird places in the world. But like I know people like in England, whatever, they go to like Turkey for vacation. They go here and go there. Or
Turkey's beautiful.
Turkey, or whatever, what they call you. Mallorca. Maybe he's in España. Maybe he's in
Constantinople.
Portugal.
Where's Lewis?
PD Cheesecake. Where's Lewis? I don't know. Maybe he'll pop in. If he pops in, maybe we'll let him on. Just maybe. Rosie
Yeah,
Mazika, the
I'd like
great
to have him.
Rosie Mazika. What's going on?
Hey, Rosie, what's going on?
I've never been on vacation in my life except when I went to federal prison. Wow. All right. Well, cool. What's up, Joey Frakes? Yes. It's good. It's good. I love me some Turkish figs. Yeah, Turkish. They do good snacks. They do good treats, good baklavas, good honey and nut combinations. They do a lot of good stuff over there. All right. So let's hold on. He says Gotland Island with beaches and medieval castles. All right. Well, that sounds fucking awesome. Hope you have a good time, buddy. Go ahead, Frank.
Let me say hi to some people. Lisa, J-Tro, obviously, Southie. J-Tro, I have a phone that I use for this station, for this podcast, and I just seen that you sent me a message. I'll get back to you, Jatro. My bad. Matt, Ro, BTF. Thank you, BTF, and Scott H, of course. And if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. It's just been one of those days.
Thank you, Phoenix. Triple Eights, triple the luck from Phoenix. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's up, Anthony? All right, so David Price, man, where the fuck have you been, buddy?
David Price is right.
This guy was on vacation.
We got one from Francisco Horner. We're probably gonna see this. We're probably gonna see this in a couple of other.
Here we go.
Here we go. They said it. That's a new segment here. They said it. Go ahead.
Jojo Christmas. What's up, my man? Francisco Horner, 5542. Was there a rule in the Bonanno family that close relatives such as fathers and sons, brothers, and other family relations couldn't be in the same crew to prevent unnecessary beefs and nepotism?
There was, yes, but that changed. That changed. I think that was at one time Joe Grimaldi and Vito Grimaldi were in the same group, and that was what's his face's crew, Vinny Asaro. And what happened was Vinny Asaro had an argument with the older Vito Grimaldi, and Joe separated him. He took Joe Grimaldi and left him with Vinny, and he took Vito and put him with Joe Sanders Camarano Sr. So I guess that's what started. That was the precedent case. But before that, they could be in the same crew, yes.
Carlos Muniz is a little worried about you. He says, "What's up with your voice, Frank? You trying to sound like Johnny Lang?"
Nah, it probably a couple of months ago was going. So I went to check it out, and I said, "What the fuck is wrong with my voice?" I went to the emergency room actually, because it was then it started to hurt a little, but they say that I scream a lot and yell. I have the same shit like I do talk loud that like these metal singers have. They tested everything. They gave me a CAT scan, X-rays, and they said no, we don't see no clumping, no nothing. We'll get back to you. Gave me a couple of steroids and I was okay. But I do actually years of smoking. I don't smoke no more. Drinking, a lot of things involved. I talk loud. I talk a lot too. Obviously, some people.
You work in a loud environment, which causes you to raise your voice often, which doesn't.
Right. Sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes it's worse than other times. So there you go. Lemon juice and tea.
If you want, if you want, we could find some people for you to loan out at 50% interest. If you want, we could arrange that maybe.
Yeah, nice. Maybe Dom will start a vocal cords for mobsters.
The great, the powerful, the amazing Roro G in the house. Happy Monday to the great Roro G. Let's read one more comment from Mimo, and then we got to get to the show.
What's up,
My
boys?
understanding is that, especially with the Gambinos, you were supposed to put family with family. So if you get made and your dad's a captain, you get put in his crew. Guy didn't like separating family.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. So, but obviously Francisco probably heard that on Sakali's show, and Sakali came a little bit after they did have the old where families were with families, and then Joe started separating them. Joe Messino was a strategic money move. In other words, he was making guys who had money to begin with. So by taking their kids and putting them with somebody else and putting their fathers with somebody else, he had more control of the money. You understand? So if he had a captain tell the one guy's kid, go there, tell me what you got, put on the street, he's going to demand more. So and he'll get more. So it was a typical Joe Messino scumbag move at the end, if you think about it, all motivated by money.
All right, so let's get to the start of the show. We're going to talk about some stuff. So there is an upload, a video that we uploaded over a year ago in reference to your brother's death and the cheese wars or the pizza wars, whatever you want to call them.
Sure.
But, as we've been doing lately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the archives, and I might have flashed this article on the screen when we did that talks about Frank's brother and a lot of the other stuff that was going on. So we're going to read a little bit of this article We're going to get some of Frank's commentary. And then we got that famous organized crimes infiltration of the pizza and cheese industry, the Pennsylvania Crime Commission report of 1980, Frank. I know a lot of people have read through that, but we'll see if we can get anything out of that. Obviously, a lot of arsons, a lot of pizzerias going on fire at that time. Yeah. So let's get this article up and let's just get through it. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty. So this is from a Philadelphia newspaper at the time. Now, Frank, at the time, I remember you telling me when I was really starting to learn a lot about this stuff, because I was kind of ignorant to this stuff. You were telling me, and I was really surprised. I didn't know how, like, even your family, how you guys kind of stretched out your extended family to California and Pennsylvania, and you had pizzerias here. You knew guys with pizzerias on the West Coast. It was like this real, web stretching out across the United States, huh?
Well, pizzas in the United States were something that wherever you went, you always had a job and you could make money. Making pizza was cheap, and then selling pizza, you made more money. So a lot of people expanded in different areas. I knew a lot of people back in the 70s and 80s that were going to different places and opening up pizzerias, especially before the Pizza Hut boom. What's the other one? Domino's. These were the places. So the more west they got, the more they made it family friendly instead of the pizza shops. They had the checkered tables. They had all that stuff. I had family in California, in Southern California. They were 3 brother-in-laws, including my cousin, who was one of the brother-in-laws, and he was also a main member of the Bonanno family. And he moved out there because he wasn't making it out here, obviously to give him permission, and he left. Took his kids and jetted.
This is Joe Pizzo,
Giuseppe Pizzo, very good. So when he went out there, they hit it big. I mean, they made money. At one point, between the 3 of them, they had close to 30, 40 pizzerias. And not only that, they were starting to franchise them. The younger of the brother-in-law was real smart, and he spent a lot of time out there in the West Coast. So he understands how the franchises worked. He started selling the furniture to these places, their own detail. They all look similar alike. My godfather's nature, Joe Pizzo, he was very rough and couldn't get along with anybody. So he ended up just getting away from them because he was just that guy. Love him, God rest his soul. And he franchised it to his own places. They're named Giuseppe's, all right? So that's what he did. The other guys, they kept the old name of their places. And the places, if you're ever in the Southern California area, they're called Graziano's.
Graziano's? Okay.
Graziano's. No relation to anybody, I know. And they own tons of those places, too. Okay. With that said, they also had ties to New York, but everybody does. Especially if you're from this place.
All the supply chains well established. I mean, they got the cheese from where they knew to get the cheese, and all that other stuff was pretty much. I
don't know how it was up there, but I'm pretty much knew they had a connection through Arizona and up in Northern California, where the cheese was being processed and all that. So that all coexists with the Bonanno family, So I don't know their particulars. I mean, how involved they were, but I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, I landed there at one time, and so do the math.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it has worked out in the Pennsylvania Crime Commission report. It basically lays out the entire cheese industry and the biggest players, and what's going on. Largely focusing on Pennsylvania, but of course, they talk about some other stuff. But all right, yeah, let's
in Pennsylvania, we had many pizza shops. And when I mean we, I'm not talking about my family, I'm talking about the Bonanno family, especially the Zip faction. I remember I knew at least 5 guys that owned places in Pennsylvania. My brother's place was in Coltsville.
Okay. So this is an article, Frank, from the Philadelphia Daily News, and this is from 78. So this is 2 years before that report even comes out. This is from the Philadelphia Daily News, January of 78. Mob gets pizza the action. So let's start over here. So
Let's start with Jonathan Whitney. He wrote a book. It's called
you like Whitney, don't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
No, he's a good writer. He writes other stuff, but he also got it wrong, which pretty much set my family in the same direction.
Yeah. So I get confused if it was the lady or him.
Her as well. She gets it wrong with the Septimophilia. I think Sterling. This is a different story. But yeah, Jonathan Whitney writes Vicious Cycles, and Vicious Circles of Cycles in 79. And that book claims that my brother was related to a high-ranking member of the Milano family. They got that right. It was my uncle John Fiordilino. But it made it seem like he was sent there. He had gotten it wrong from the actual Pennsylvania report, where it was actually my uncle Cheech that sent my brother to this pizza shop to burn down through a friend of his that told him, hey, you know anybody who could go do this? Now, not to put my uncle into this, my brother was doing this already. It wasn't like his first gig. But, you know, my thing was always, why would you send your nephew to do something you wouldn't send your son to do? So that's where I stand with that. But my brother, that's who he was. He was like me. I mean, I come back from the Lamb in 93, 94. I think it's like a week, and I burn a pizza place down because I needed the money. You'd think I would learn, but I say, well, pizza place. Well, you know, on my way there, I was thinking this is how my brother died, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this was originally, I guess it was originally appeared in the Wall Street Journal, reprinted with permission of the Wall Street Journal. All right, so they kind of syndicated or whatever, not syndicated, but they let him use the article. So this is Mob Gets Pizza the action. In the early morning hours of July 6th, two men lugged 210 gallons of gasoline into Giuseppe's Pizza restaurant in Ambler, Montgomery County. They apparently planned to light a fuse, in which the fireworks in the rearview mirror as they sped away in their green 77 LeSaab parked outside. But alas for them, they were working too close to the pilot light on Giuseppe's pizza oven. Bluey. There wasn't enough left of one body to identify it right away, but the other body was luckily found to be that of Vincenzo Fiordilino of Brooklyn, New York, the 22-year-old nephew of Giovanni Fiordilino, whom police have long identified as a high-ranking member of the Bonanno Mafia family. What was he doing there, police wondered. Was the firebombing an insurance fraud? Arson? Was it an isolated incident of revenge, or was it possibly part of a mafia pizza war? The arson in Ambler was only one of several dozen fireborne bombings, torch jobs, and gas explosions that have ripped apart pizza parlors recently in New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. So that's where we're at so far with this, Frank.
Yeah, there was a lot of it. In this incident, though, it was a competitor. So some individual, his name was Ferrara. He got 30 years in a big drug case. He had opened a pizza shop in this area. It wasn't my brother's pizza shop that burnt down. They went to another one. So the competitors opened up a place right there, a block away from him. So they sent my brother and his buddy, Spanish dude, to go over there and blow the place up. And obviously, he was their go-to guy. He was only 22 years old. And that's what happened. Now, witnesses said when my brother first went, when they went there, and the guy actually went in the pizza place, the guy, his accomplice, when he went to the pizza joint, my brother came out from the smoke and then went back in to go get him. And then he never came out again. So he could have got out, but he died trying to save his friend. So
basically, like smoke inhalation.
Smoke inhalation killed him. He had an open casket. I didn't go, obviously. My mother was distraught. And that just killed us altogether as a family, a unit. 77 was awful. It was just awful. She was never the same.
Now, you mentioned your Uncle Cheech. If I do remember reading, I don't know if it was in the commission report or if it was in another article. I do remember somehow, I think connecting the car that was there somehow to your uncle? There was a Navarra angle that did come up, either in
It
the
was a
report
business.
or around
It
this
was
time.
they had taps, phone taps from his construction company on Saddam and Knickerbocker. That's where he got implicated. Now, when he got implicated, he got questioned. First thing he did was go to my mother. And, she just lost her son. Instead of being like a little consoling and all that, he told her that, don't talk to nobody, because if you do, I can't help you anymore. Well, you did enough to fucking help, don't you think? I mean, we came here because you wanted family and you were lonely. But now, you did your part. And now he goes, well, I can't help you. You or your kids. So take that for where you got it. And my mother, she loved this fucking piece of shit. She loved him. Loved him. There wasn't nothing you could do. I think we came before her brother did. So it was, that's how I feel, I don't put the blame all on him. Fuck it, but there, I don't know. I just don't think I would send my nephew to do this type of shit.
Yeah. So young. Yeah.
22 years old. I get it. You can only do so much. And, even years later, when Rice Paul gets arrested, he gets arrested in, 98, I believe, or 99. And basically, what's highlighted in his case is the stuff with the Giannini guys. Their home invasions. There's a lot of stuff. But there's also stuff he did for my uncle, like Loan Shark, bust up card places. That's what he went to jail for. My uncle in 99 was busy saying that why did my nephew go do that with those guys? Look, I would have told him not to go there. Home invasions with that one, this one, and that getting involved with my younger nephew's friends. He went to jail for your shit too. And you still were talking to people. It was getting back to him. And he didn't rat. You got to give him that. He's not the smartest one in my family, but he's the most streetest guy in the family. I'll give him that. He's the most street guy in the family, but he's not the smartest by far. He's actually very light. For me, like books, very low IQ in that department, but a PhD in the streets. He could have been like, fuck you. How about if I give you up, motherfucker? I want to do 10 years in prison. You're going around the street telling people that I was freelancing with fucking young thugs. Well, a lot of this stuff I'm in trouble is because you set me there. That's my family.
All right, we'll read a little bit more of this. And this is the pizzeria right here, Giuseppe's Pizzeria in Ambler. You have the two kids on the bikes sitting outside, probably wondering what the hell's going on. So let me move forward to this part because it's interesting, because this is a big part of that report also. Organized crime involvement in the pizza business is nothing new. Last month, this newspaper detailed how the Gambino mafia family had acquired control of the pizzeria industry in many areas in the East and was monopolizing the manufacture of mozzarella cheese. The Gambino mob was bringing illegal aliens into the country, setting them up in pizza parlors under loan shark financing, and selling them everything from cheese and tomato sauce to oven equipment. Let me ask you something. They say illegal aliens. Obviously, I guess they're not citizens or whatever. But who is that usually? Is that somebody? Is that your family that you're bringing in to set up? Or is it some hard luck motherfucker that you're hoping?
No, they took care of each other in that department. Believe it or not, you think you were being taken care of, but that's what it was. You get, they looked out for their own. If people needed jobs, yeah, I got you. You want to go work in Pennsylvania? You want to go work in Kentucky? You want to go to Virginia? These are places they were setting up shop. Tennessee, we'll open up shops for you. Go work there. What the fuck? Oh, I'm single. Why not? You know what I mean? And they would rent this one place out. They would all live together, just like the Mexicans do these days. They were doing the same thing. And they would go to work in this place. There was an owner. It wasn't no slit. What do you call that? What they do now, they paid them well. It wasn't like the Chinese do that make them work 10 years or make them all live in an apartment. They were free to leave anytime they wanted. And it was, and if they were able and wanted to get into that life, that was a step too.
As the journal account related, the Gambino interests then increased their slice of the pie by staging fake bankruptcies at cheese factories to cheat local farmers out of millions of dollars owed to them for milk used to make the mozzarella. That I don't like. I gotta be that I don't like. But
It's the mob, dude. What is that?
yeah, no,
You
I
got
know.
you got to remember who was spearheading these fucking two tribes at the same time. One was a pointy nose little guy that pretended he never did anything wrong, and then there was another guy who told you he did everything wrong, and he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got to give it to Galante. Say what the fuck you want, but when you see them coming down the street, you know who was coming. I told you, Jackie the Ross and fucking and his brother-in-law Charlie Moose. When he used to come down the block, he goes, Charlie was crazy as hell. He's like, come on, let's get the fuck out of here. This guy's crazy. Because he's gonna send them on a mission, Hey, come with me, come here, do this, do that. Why don't you guys switch families? That make your money here. Shit that was like unprecedented, breaking rules in every way possible. Going to somebody's stop. Listen, you get the pizza for me now, okay? The cheese, okay? The next day the guy was like, well, I go to this guy. What? Okay, I got you. Next day, the delivery was there. The guy was fucking just insane.
Yeah. Now, however, mafia family feuding may be changing the pizza picture. The Gambino's became the big cheese of the pizzeria business after the Bonanno family, which had previously controlled it, fell into disarray. That happened in 1965 when the family godfather, Joseph Bonanno, also known as Joe Bananas, was kidnapped by other mobsters and removed from New York, later to emerge in Arizona in apparent exile. So that was it. No more cheese, right?
Wrong. Yeah, not a cheese. Listen.
No more cheese, right?
Yeah, right. No more cheese. No, yeah.
Smoked
cheese. Smoked cheese.
This year, authorities think Gambino power generally is on the decline. The family godfather mafia super boss, Carlo Gambino, died in October of 1976, and Carmine Galante, the highest-ranking Bonanno member in the East, recently returned from a long prison stretch for dope trafficking, is reported to fancy himself as the new Don of Dons. Mr. Galante is thought to be pushing Gambino's out of control of the various mafia rackets. That includes the pizza business. But back in Ambler, the three recent Sicilian immigrants who owned Giuseppe's insist they had no enemies and had never been threatened. Clement Sorosky, chief of detectives surrounding Montgomery County, whoever says he isn't convinced pizzeria operators have a code of their own, he says. The kind of kitchen equipment they have to use, the kind of cheese they have to use, the illegal aliens they have to hire. I don't know how the motive is. Could have been local jealousy. Right now they're going into all of the things. So this is basically what's going on. And if anybody wants to read the government's report on this, it's very easy to find. Pennsylvania Crime Commission, the mob's infiltration of the pizza and cheese industry. Very easy to find. You can find that PDF in about 30 seconds. Frank, any more words on this topic that we're discussing? I'm going to look through the comments.
It's probably just end it there because it gets emotional for me, and I'll end up saying things I really don't want to say, and I'll just leave that at that. It was a tough time for us. It was 1977. Right after that, we had a blackout. I thought fucking the world was ending, and to boot, we had some crazy motherfucker running around New York City shooting people. So it was like, what the fuck? You used to tell us how great this fucking place was back in Sicily, right? This place. And then you have us here in the fucking, in what's going on, That's the first time I ever seen my old man cry. I mean, he was crazy to begin with, but, you lose your kid, he just broke down. And he just got worse and worse and worse, But a lot of bad came out of it. My brother passing away. Well, my brother Joe, he passed away. He really didn't take care of himself. He was, I believe, 62. I really loved him. I don't know what happened at the end, money shit, but I'm not stressing that. What are you gonna do now? It's over with, right? And he'll always be my brother. He has a kid I never met. I did, but he was like 3 or 4 years old, before I left. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll get to see him. But it's I didn't really want to come on today. I didn't want to come on. I usually use these days to stay home, and I don't go out because I can easily get in trouble. I don't go out, and that's the same thing I do on my mom's day that she passed away, or her birthday, which is July 5th. Believe it or not, my goddaughter was born on the same day, and it took a sad day and made it a good one for me. And she's getting baptized now. It's crazy how the world just goes on, and it tries. My mom died of a broken heart. Just, I think I didn't help. Pretty sure Rice Bowl didn't help. The best thing she had going was my brother. Thank God for my brother Joe was out there. And he took care of her because after her, he had my sister, and she had her own problems. She had a kid that has Down syndrome, and has been like that for 40 years. So God bless her too. I don't see her much because Rice Bowl started a whole bunch of shit. But yet he goes to fucking weddings where people invite their sisters at these weddings, and not knowing the ex-husband put away half the people in the room. And he's there too. Well, I didn't do that. You're a hypocrite, you piece of shit. You're a hypocrite. Okay, that's what I got. What's up,
Pedge in the
my
house.
man?
He said he's in Taco Bell blasting the show. People looking at me. Stay away from that salad, huh? You don't want to get diarrhea. Thank you, buddy. David Price. My favorite New York City pizza in Florida is Patsy's in Boca.
Your mom as well, Pedge. I loved your mom. Your
Branch
mom's
of the
good
Bronx
people.
Range, Genovese. Yeah, we spoke about franchising before. I don't know if Patsy's franchise. I don't know. There's a couple have popped up. They use the same logo and everything. One popped up in my neighborhood a few years back. They're still around. Pizza is very good. So I don't know if they franchise very selectively, but I don't know what Patsy's does. But yeah, Patsy's is usually very good. I like Patsy's.
Thank you, everybody, for the condolences. Thank you.
What's up, Ruben? How you doing, my man? What's up, David Lopez? How you doing?
We gotta bring Pedge back on. Come to think of it, there's a lot of people we gotta bring back on. We got a little panel here we always like to go to because they're fun. We gotta bring Mike too. Mike O'Keefe. He was fun. Detective Mike O'Keefe. As long as and Louis Casman. Can we play the Casman song if he's out there?
I mean, I don't want anyone to get sick, but I will play it. I'm kidding. We're Ted and Lois. Sorry, Frank. My mom and my birthday are on the same day, January 19th. Wow.
Thank you, Boston Smitty. Thank you.
The one in Whitestone is no longer with them. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was. I don't know. They're still using the name though. The pizza's good. I like it. Expensive, but I like
Carlos, what's up, Carlos? I see a lot of people.
Yeah, Pedge. I used to love Pizza Classica. It used to be on Francis Lewis Boulevard, which might have technically been Whitestone touching Bayside, across from North Flushing. It's like a weird area where all the neighborhoods meet right there. That was on Franny Lou back in the day. There's still one, I believe, left in Woodhaven, which is really good in that little shopping center over there. But yeah, they haven't been around for many years, that Pizza Classica. If that's the one you're talking about, because I don't remember any other one being in this area. But I did like it. Pizza Classica. Let me see. Is the one in Woodhaven still there? Because I was at that one not too long. Yeah, it's still there. Pizza Classica. I guess it's considered Glendale. All right. Sorry.
Lisa, message me your address. I'll try to get you this shirt. I will get you this shirt. Just message me your address.
I'm talking about that one, Pedge. That one in Glendale.
And the size.
I don't know why. I think I used to pass there to go to my uncle's who lived in Woodhaven. That's what it was. Yeah, that one's still there. Yeah, that one's good. And yeah, the one on Francis Lewis is no longer there. Same logo, same thing. Good stuff. We love the pizza. All right, Francis. We're going to have some more history topics coming up. We're going to have some trivia. We're going to have some clips. We're going to have a lot of things tonight.
A latte
of things coming on tonight. It's by Stop and Shop. Yeah, exactly. It's in that little shopping center there. That little shitty thing that sucks to park in, whatever you want to call that little thing right there. That's where it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Real quick, I just want to talk about they said it because JJ Lambone said this wise guy workout butt blast is a powerful product. What's the pro? He says he's selling his own proteins.
Really?
Yeah, his own proteins. One's for men and one for women. I hate to think what that protein is.
Yep.
That is. And we made that.
Yep.
That is good.
Thank you.
What you gonna do with it?
We're selling it. We're trying to let people know that sperm is actually very, very good and like protein.
What
Yeah.
the fuck you mean sperm?
Like kids?
The fuck you got me to eat some fucking sperm, bro?
I thought you knew that.
No, bro. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, bro. Why the fuck I'm eating sperm, bro?
You said it was good.
Cause I thought this shit was ice cream or some icing or some shit.
You can use it for that. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's African sperm right there.
You motherfucker. African sperm. God damn it. African sperm. Ugly.
Make sure to eat your sperm, people. I like that guy testing it.
That's your protein. Be careful.
It's almost like he knew it was bad. He was like,
He liked it. I had this before. He said, I had it. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie.
"Get your sperm, people."
Give it a he Guido sperm for men and women.
Oh,
You know, if you want to be for that homo in you.
oh my god. I'm pretty sure that's been done. It. You know what? I think it actually was breast milk. They were maybe selling breast milk ice cream in some fucking, you know, woke town somewhere. I don't know. They were selling breast milk ice cream. You guys remember, you guys
Only
remember that?
52 topics. I was thinking,
some woke town, USA area. I don't know where it was, but it certainly wasn't in.
shout out to Dominic, but he was talking about he's selling his own protein. I'm like, what the fuck's that supposed to mean? What's that even mean? Wise guy protein. Hey, have some of my come on Galanti. Right on you. Come here, baby.
I'm on Galanti.
My Tony mirror. Don't be looking in the mirror too long. Splurt, splurt.
I made a messino out of his face.
Holy Messino. Oh, man. Look what you did to my boy.
Harlem Romeo in the house. What's going on?
Don Corleone's. Don Corleone's. You like that one?
Quiones.
Don Corleone's. Don Corleone's protein.
Oh my god. Back in the day, they sold Tiger's milk in Zin's.
And Zin's gym. Tiger's milk. Yeah, that was Tiger's milk. That was Zin's milk.
That's some fucking Charlie Sheen shit.
You think he went to the jungle to come here, Tiger?
I got some tiger milk. Yeah.
Come here, right in here, baby.
Maybe your buddy Vito back then, maybe he was selling fucking Bobcat fucking milk.
Bobcat milk, yeah. Maybe he drank a little.
Some
knows?
juice.
Let's get off that subject.
Like I said. All right.
Tommy Paterum juice.
Oh man. Yeah.
That was good, guys. Thanks for the laugh. Oh, I gotta make a messino out of you. I'm writing that down.
I made a messino out of his face. Talking about pizza,
Giacomo,
Frank.
Giacomo, try this.
Jackaload.
Not bad.
Yeah. Like,
Not bad.
oh my god. Yeah, Ruben. I think it was Tiger Blood. He was always.
So they said it. Part 2. This is Francisco Horner actually read one of his comments on the Cali show. He says that Jimmy Easy got a little bit upset with him. Is that true, Francisco? Did he get upset with you? And for kicking some chick out the fucking chat. And and you know
what's going on, man? You're getting a little
bossy there, right? Okay, so he said, I gotta watch out because I don't want a tongue lashing from Jimmy Easy. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. The only thing he's gonna tongue lash is your asshole. All right, he's gonna tongue lash your butthole.
Take it easy. People on the streets are talking. You're coming on too strong, too aggressive.
Coming on too strong. What are you gonna do? Well, do I gotta come there to Peru? Have a little talk with you.
You're coming on a little too aggressive there, Francesco.
I still still swear that's something that Paulie Ragusa will be cruising around with in his fucking IROC.
It's a great song. I like
It's a great song.
I like the song a lot.
Francisco looks like a guy that me and Pedge knew, this guy Spider.
Okay. There he is. Okay. So what else is on the thumbnail? What else is on the title of this video tonight? You've been itching to talk about these Licatas. What else can we talk about with these guys?
There's always, there was always that one crime in the neighborhood, and everybody's like, I wonder what happened. I wonder what this. I wonder that. Well, this ain't the story that's gonna resolve it because I don't know. I have theories, but theories can be dangerous sometimes. But I will say, as a third party, I did hear somebody say that these guys they didn't have sawed-off shotguns. So they didn't have sawed-off shotguns. They used a shotgun, and a person that was close.
What's the matter?
Oh no, I was reading a question. I'll get back to that, J Mass, in a sec. When
Oh, good one.
When they killed these two brothers, one had a shotgun. So one guy was telling another guy that they might have thought was involved, that he was Sicilian. He told him that the shotgun, you never saw off a shotgun. And when you use a shotgun, you never saw it off or use one. He goes, and when you do, you always carry it like an umbrella, like on your back, and you're like this, right?
Yeah.
So when these guys came out of the car that day on Forest and Grove, they came across the street from this furniture store. It was closed, obviously. That was owned by Joe Turano's brother. It was closed at that time. Not closed down, the working hours. So as they come across the street, ironically, the guy was holding a shotgun like how? Like an umbrella. You know what I mean?
It's some fucking Terminator shit.
So no, there was three of them that came in.
Yeah.
And one blasted the guy right through the fucking window. And then homeboy, the coffee guy, Jerry, he got shot in the ass. Poor bastard. There's two. He went, yeah.
Jerry, the guy who likes the protein.
Jerry likes the protein.
A real life protein enjoyer, ladies and gentlemen.
He was inspired by that character in fucking Beverly Hills Cop, the guy who makes the espresso, bulky, with a little twist in it.
Don't say the mob guys aren't progressive, all right?
Yeah, so, whoever they send, whoever they had with them all the time, obviously was a bad shot. He shot fucking. I'm not saying they were involved in the one on Knickerbocker, but that guy got shot in the back, and it had nothing to do with nothing. So
I think shot, give it a little test.
Well, he was going to call his dad. They're coming in, and they shot him in the back. That was his son, John Turano. But back to the content creator, bro. No, not everybody knows what happened there. Nobody knows what happened at the Galante hit. They have an idea, but they don't know. So stick to what you know. You're right. You don't know nothing about Ridgewood, and you said it yourself that you don't know nothing about Bushwick either. So keep that to yourself, honestly.
Lisa says the coffee shop across from the furniture store.
Yeah, that was it on Forest Avenue.
We had this video footage of the crime scene. You could find Pizziola. Dave, when were you at Danny's House of Pizza? Was that recently? You should have called me up. Yeah, Momo.
What's that?
It's very good. Danny's House of Pizza in Kew Gardens. Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
the pesto slice.
The Galante thing, everybody thinks they do know about it. I mean, the content creators, the professionals, the Jerry as what's the guy throw away the keys? James says he just butchers Jerry Capici's name. It's like Jerry Capi, he, she. Like he, she. Capi, he, she.
Capisci?
Yeah, Jerry Capisci, he, she.
Jerry Cap.
Yeah, right. He's the best at what it does. Because if I can't the best, none of you's are going to be. Jerry Capi, he, she is going to be the best.
Jerry Capisci covers the alphabet mafia.
And James, I hate to say it, man, your credibility with that whole fucking and we got into it with the Angel Gotti. Come clean with it. I mean, you're good at what you do, but you can't be defending nonsense. And that's exactly what that is.
John Allen, who was it that got shot through the pizza shop window on Knickerbocker? Who was it that got shot through the pizza shop window on Knickerbocker?
I don't recall that at all. I don't recall. Bo.
I don't know. Is it true that Joe Messina was the getaway driver on the Galante hit?
Absolutely not. Matter of fact, Joe Messina wasn't. He knows he has a good idea, obviously, as a boss to what happened, but he was not an acting captain during that time. And I believe if those guys were involved there, they didn't tell him what happened. Nobody did. Because, again, to Dominic's defense, you don't, at that point, he wasn't a boss. So you don't talk about murders, especially that one. So him as being a boss or even older or whatever, you don't talk about shit like that. You don't talk about what really went down or what did, and he did testify on it. He gave a couple of guys which were, I think he just didn't want to give what he knew, which sounds insane. It sounds insane. He put what's that guy, the big fat Trini there? You know, Trini with a gun running out the place. Okay, I mean, come on, man, what the fuck? He just didn't want to mention.
We got Trini, we got Joe Messina driving, we got the fat guy hit. This is just the fucking obese. This is the most obese mob hit you've ever heard of, guys.
You got to remember, Joe Messina, he wasn't there, so don't ask, don't tell. Nah, he doesn't have to, like, he was in the boss at the time. So basically, why would he put his family in danger by guys that come from places where you could, you know, they still lived in Howard Beach. He's not dumb. He's like, he knew the Americans, they go by the rules, but the Sicilians not so much. So, you know, you're bringing up shit that happened. He doesn't bring Todo Catalano up, which was suspected. I don't know if he was there, but the government feels he was. And I'm probably like, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Then we know the bodyguards were there, right? So who else? Okay. We know that they got a thumbprint from Santo Giordano, which was my cousin. But we don't really know what happened. So, you know, you in Pennsylvania that actually thinks everybody knows, they don't. Believe me. I might know a little about something. A little bit of this. Okay? All right. Next.
Pasta Fasul says Francis Fiordilino.
Francis Fiordilino.
That sounds good.
Francis Fiordilino.
That's the best. Yes, I got to give it to him.
His name is Francis. Francis.
What? Who? Loomis?
Loomis is the best. No, I never met Rusty Rostelli. No. I met his grandkids, and you know they live right there in Mass. But then he had a second family in Greenpoint, but I've never met him.
The story is that the commission was celebrating at Bamonte's when the hit went down. Anthony Rubito threw the party. Oh, that's my favorite place. Come on.
Bamonte, I never heard about it. You know, I also think that the government's case on that Licata at the Revenite and they hugging and stuff, who does that? The mob don't do that. They probably were happy about something. Maybe they were happy, but they didn't show it. You know, they didn't talk about it. Or I don't know. You don't go up to freaking people and start saying, "Oh, you like the hit we did today up in Knickerbocker Avenue and Bushwick? That was us." That don't happen. That don't happen. Matter of fact, if you were involved in something like that, somebody had, "Hey, what you been doing all day?" I just woke up, caught the game a little bit, hung out with the kids. Nothing big.
Yeah.
I was involved in a triple homicide. It's all over the fucking news. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. It's just like, and moments later, you see Licata there in Revenite. He's celebrating, telling everybody else. That's the government's case. I wonder what they gave him. I mean, he probably had a whole bunch of charges. They put that on him on the commission case, and he just took it. Or maybe he was there, but it's hard for me to believe he was. You got to remember, at the time, he was dipping and dabbing with the fucking this shit, okay? Now you got guys that don't fuck around with that shit. they're gonna excuse him. They're gonna be like, nah, you know what? We got this.
In reference to what, Lisa? I have tons of books, files, and documents on that. I never heard that before. If you have any solid articles, I'd love to see it.
On what?
Pedge says, I'm trying to see. Pedge says, Sasha would love some shit like that.
Probably.
Bruno was from Mulberry Street. Yeah.
That doesn't. The mob don't work that way, guys. So we just like I said, when a certain individual told me that a certain individual won't be around no more, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Lisa, the Bamonte thing. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot who said that, but yeah, if you guys want to.
I never heard about this.
Let us know where you heard that. Why would it be on
Beantown Patsy in the house.
What's up, Beantown Patsy?
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm coming back later. That's on my own. I tell you, that's fucking. If you knew the guy, it's just so funny. It's so of him too. Like, who the fuck you fooling, brother? You ain't coming back. But you had to know him. You had to love him. Frank Catania. I don't know if he's still alive, but if he is, God bless him.
You just froze for a second.
I did.
Do you remember Richie Gillis? Richie's Gillis?
Redheaded guy.
I don't know. Anyway.
No.
Let's move on.
How many people we got?
134 people. Let me ask you about this. Go ahead. You haven't? Yeah. Let me ask you about this character. I was watching. I've been kind of enamored with Jimmy Calandra and Tommy Karate beef, so I just been watching. I've been watching, which is crazy. I mean, it's crazy on a lot of levels, but mostly I think it's crazy on Tommy's level because, like, I don't think you have to like talk about Jimmy Calandra because, like, I'm sure you have better things to talk about that people want to hear. But it's interesting to see someone like him, whether he knows it or not, stooping low into like a mob genre drama or something. It's just kind of weird. But I don't know, whatever. I've been watching it, and Jimmy had made replies to him, and if Tommy drops one, apparently Frankie Joey Jr. is coming out with a reply to Tommy Karate as well because Karate was talking about him. Anyway, Jimmy did say something that I've heard other people say. I might have heard you allude to this also. He seemingly does not have a high opinion of TG Graziano. Alluded to some of this, which I've heard before.
Wasn't a secret.
Right, so it's not a secret. Okay, I mean, without defaming a guy's legacy or whatever, obviously his daughter is out there or whatever, but what was the deal with him? If you could tell us, like, from firsthand account, things you heard, was he kind of people worried about that stuff, or was it just like whatever, like, oh, the guy likes to party or something?
Anytime somebody has an addiction of that type of nature, it's always on the on the table. You know what I mean? Especially if you have somebody in the group that's a little bit older and doesn't understand, and then you could have younger people who are like, hey, I party too. I'm not being hypocritical, but it's getting a little bit to the point where you're making the thing about the mob is either you drink, you do drugs or anything like that. Rule number one is do what you got to do. Prefer if you don't, but don't be fucking sloppy. Don't be sloppy. You're sloppy, that means you're making us look bad and you're looking like a fucking baffle. In the case of TG, I met him. TG's a nice guy. TG's the guy you go out, he picks up the tab. TG likes to have a good time. He likes to talk to the women. He had a cousin that was that was an LGBT community guy, and he used to do his run on errands for him. He loved the guy. His name was Anthony as well, and he loved the guy. He talked about him all the time. So he kind of bent the rules a little bit. I mean, like it didn't matter who you were. He was a person. He was a mobster for the times that we were in. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, so you're pro-gay.
You get a guy like And to each their own, and you get a guy like Anthony Rabito who owned gay places, that was the new era of mobsters. Even on the perverted side, the fucking the sex shops and all that shit. So if you want to talk about TG bending the rules, and he wasn't into to that scene, but bending the rules with the drugs and stuff, he wasn't the only one doing it. The only problem was he was getting a little sloppy.
Right. He's a high profile guy. I mean, within that world that you guys are living in.
He was getting into it with associates, arguments. One, they shot up the place he owned. And then he wanted to kill fucking Johnny Papa. That was what.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
That was one of his cases.
Yeah.
That's. Did I know Alfred Allen? No, I did not, John.
Oh, I asked Frank about that. We did get your email. Sorry if I didn't make mention of it.
What is it?
Sometimes I read emails, guys, and then I say to myself, let me reply, whatever. I'll talk to Frank, whatever. I did pass that to Frank. I asked you if this guy had sent me something, the name that he just mentioned. And you told me that you weren't aware of who it was. Do you ever hear Tommy Agro wiretap? Yeah, he's flipping out on Joe Dogs. Yeah. Yeah, that's a famous one.
You got lucky that day.
Gaslight says sorry for being late. Sure, you wake up about this time and then you fucking bust my balls at 6 a.m.
According to Georgie from Canada, TG was stoned out of his mind on blow every time he met him. Is that right?
Moon Lounge is back. Hey,
What's
guys,
up,
check out the Moon Lounge
in the house.
Thank you for the shirt, by the way, there, Patch. I'm gonna give you a call, and we're gonna have you on here soon again. We love having Patch on. Good show. Him and his son, Marco, really intelligent young man. Check him out. And we'll go from there. It's okay, guess it's a little early. You know what I mean? 3 and 6 in the morning. What are you doing? Some blow?
He's got leftover supply from those films he's been making over there.
Yeah. Did you slip that shit you had in that film?
Getting high on your own supply, buddy. What's going on?
I'll be to ask about the Roman fucking Empire at 6 in the morning.
Matty the Horse owned gay, but yeah. A lot of the guys own the gay stuff. Yeah, a lot of gay stuff.
My girl tell me, who the fuck is that?
A lot of stuff going on. Bananos had Zaffarano over there. Oh, little mini real estate magnate himself. Vinny Asaro's uncle.
Who's that?
Zaffarano.
Oh, Zaffarano, yeah.
Died of a heart attack. They were closing in, and he died of a heart attack.
Oh, he owned the Seneca bar, John. He said he owned the Seneca bar. Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't know where the Seneca bar was. That was a bucket of blood right there. That was Fritzy's area.
Frank, Brett, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Philly Bob, good. How you doing, buddy? Doing well. I've been watching the Westies, not bad. So confusing. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch. I can't do it. I can't commit because I know it's fake.
They gave you the Easties version.
I know it's fake. I know it's bullshit. I know they didn't consult the guy who wrote the Bible on the book, the guy who is responsible for most of the world knowing as much as they do about that stuff. And they said, you know what? We don't need you. Anyway.
Under says gay people spend money too. You damn right. They spend more money than fucking straight people.
Of course.
If I had the money, I'd open up a gay joint in a second. Yeah, I met John Papa, yes.
Figured that out. Anyway, I don't know what just happened. I froze up. You met him? Yeah, you met him, huh?
Yeah.
Locked up?
No, I went to visit my brother, and they were on the same floor, and we started talking. He started a brawl on the fucking visiting floor.
Well, obviously, he went away before you got sent.
Yeah, his sister used to come see him too. So, he was friends with he was very close with my cousin, though. Dino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, that's another guy who's like, is he going to get out someday? I would imagine, probably. I guess.
You're talking about Little Dino.
Well, him maybe too, but I'm talking about
they were friends.
Papa.
Both of them were friends. Yeah, they
Papa.
were. They had some hitters, the fucking Colombo family. People talk about Bad Avenue against the Colombo family. It wasn't only 20th Avenue. They had 13th Avenue. They had the whole fucking Colombo family down there. And those guys were fucking, they were alive. A lively bunch. I told you, you go to jail. You know which ones are the Columbos. Tattoos on
Gun
the
Smoke the Dawn in the
Gun
house.
Smoke. What's going on, my brother?
Make sure you check out Gunsmoke shows. He's having some really good late night shows lately. Really good shows.
Steubenville. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. You know, I seen this fucking, I was at, hey, in the sticks, smoke. Driving back from Cincinnati, going to Pittsburgh to catch a plane. And I see this fucking, I see this sign that says, home of fucking Dean Martin.
Yeah.
I looked again. I said, back that fucking thing. We took a picture and everything. I got it somewhere. Home of Dean Martin. So I thought he was like from Astoria or something. Steubenville, Ohio.
Steubenville, Ohio.
Going back to Steubenville and the bull.
All right, let's take a short break, and then we will return with some trivia. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Crumb Bum of the Week coming later. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Easy's moderator, Francisco the Bull Horna.
Brought to you by Wise Guy Proteins.
Brought to you by a Wise Guy Protein Industries Incorporated of America.
And shout out to Shamrock Autos in New Hampshire.
Frank.
You don't have to be so horny to go up the Shamrock.
Frank, you got some trivia?
We got trivia. You guys ready? 1966. We're gonna try something new from now on. It's easy too. We're gonna do 90s. We're gonna pick a year, and then we're gonna do the trivia pertaining that year. Is that cool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got that stuck in my head. Yeah, I have had it stuck in my head for some time now, John Allen, and glad to pass it on to you.
I got that.
So let's hit it. What's the year?
1966.
All right. Very nice. 1966. 66.
How many people did Richard Speck kill in a 90s? Richard Speck, S-P-E-C-K, killed in a 1966 home invasion in Chicago. One person survived, and she was under a bunk bed, witnessed the whole fucking thing.
Joe Root says 4.
Who said 8? Kevin McMahon. Yeah, correct. Kevin Mahan. It was 8.
Yeah, Kevin Mahone. He says 8. Very nice, Kevin.
Mahone. You know,
like you decided to spell it out. Very nice. Extra points for spelling the word 8 out. We like that. We like that. All right.
The thing about him was, though, you know, we talk about the guy in Idaho. What was his name? Kohlberger.
You're right.
And he killed 4 by himself. I'm like, you need 2 people at least to fucking.
Well, Dennis Rader, BTK, he did the Otero family. You know of that?
Well, 2 kids and a mom and a dad.
He wiped out like all of them. I mean, like I don't know, it might have been like 4 or 5. Does anybody know the Otero family homicide that BTK committed? That
correct, Joe. They were nurses. That
was absolutely disgusting. That was a horrible one. Jesus Christ.
And there was 8 was enough. Yeah, you got that right. So basically, there was one Filipino woman nurse. She hid underneath the bunk and witnessed this guy butcher, slaughter, and torture 8 of her fellow nurses. You know, he went to jail. He became what do you call it? Transgender in there.
Oh, okay. Like
And
Harvey Marcellin. Same
piece
thing.
of shit. They should have you see, this country gets it wrong. If you're gonna have the death penalty, have it in every fucking state. You know what I mean? Not the one guy who gets killed in Texas for one murder. This guy killed 8 fucking innocent young women. Anyway, that was trivia. Let's get to number 2. How about that?
Yeah, just as a side to the BTK thing, there's a documentary about the guy Charlie Otero, who was a teenager who discovered the bodies of his parents and 2 younger siblings returning home. It's called I
Right.
Survived BTK. Yeah. So that was 4 by BTK.
This was 8. Fucking
Yeah,
8.
eight's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah.
With a knife, not a gun, a knife.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, man.
All right. That same year, 1966, Charles Whitman, a Marine vet, randomly shot and killed 15 people, including an unborn child, and injured 31 people at this university.
Ooh.
Name the university. Jimi Hendrix sings about the Watchtower.
Yes.
Texas.
Well, actually, it was a Bob Dylan song from
It was Texas. J.J. Lambone with it was Texas, not Texas Tech. Not Kent State either. 4 dead in Ohio. Virginia State. That's a historically black college, Virginia State. No, it was Texas. Longhorns.
El Noche. So who got it?
The Longhorners. The Texas Longhorners.
Okay.
You like that?
Texas Longhorners.
Yeah, Bo. I like it long, Bo.
Yeah. Pat Mac, I met your sister at the fucking Witchsec Wing. They were all serial killers. All right. I'll be nice to you, P Mac. I was with 70 people. About 40 of them had 2 or more murders. So much for a bunch of bitches, right?
Serial killers in the Witchsec unit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really works out.
Cornfed had 8. Sammy had 19. We had Mexican mafia guys there. We had at least 30, 40, more than half had that thing. She's a pig.
Yeah, those guys. Who the hell knows?
Hook me up then, motherfucker.
All right, let's get to number 3.
All right. This country won its first World Cup and only World Cup in 1966. The Longhorners, yeah.
Hornuz.
Yeah, well, you didn't get that. You didn't pick that up.
Yes.
That's a new one. The Longhorners. He's from Texas Longhorner.
Peruvian Longhorners.
The Peruvian Long. England. Who got England right? I just passed. I think Amazenga was one of them. England is correct.
Amazenga. He's first as far as I can see.
Protein drinkers, yeah.
Protein drinkers.
You ready for number 4?
Yeah.
This sci-fi series premiered on NBC September 8th, 1966.
This one I think I know.
Sci-fi series.
This one I think I know.
Star Trek,
Gaslight?
Gaslight. Shit, you don't miss none of those babies.
Star Trek, if I remember correctly, had a pretty short run, right? It wasn't like a show that was around that long.
I don't know. That's a good question. That's maybe something for Gaslight.
Gaslight, I think it had a short run. I mean, obviously they made the movies, the Wrath of Khan, and all this other shit. But I think generally the show had a not that long of a run. When I say not that long, I say like 3 or 4 years. Like I don't think it was like one of those,
it wasn't even
Next
Batman.
Generation jobs.
Even Batman wasn't that long either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ready? The price
It
of
was
a
lame, Jason Diamond says, because it was lame.
It's late.
Yeah, I used to watch the Next Generation when I was a kid. I think it was 3 years. Yeah, something like that, right? Like 3 years. Quite the impact.
I never watched one of them. I watched the Star Trek ones, but I wasn't really into it. You ready?
First show wasn't shot there. Star Trek is the worst show I could never get.
See, we agree on something.
Yeah, I'm not a Trekkie or anything, but when I was a kid, I did watch a little bit of Next Generation with Jean-Luc Picard and Geordie LaForge. And
I met LeVar
Riker,
Burton.
Data. Yeah, LeVar Burton played Geordie
I met him.
LaForge. Yeah. Yeah.
I met him at a Mr. Chow's. I was with a friend of mine. I could say it. We weren't doing it wrong. Nat Muley was with me at Mr. Chow's, and he came up to this table with his wife, and it was Nat's birthday at the time. It's 28th birthday, actually. And that was a long time ago. I believe his ex-wife was with us, too.
Yeah, Ruben, it was Star Trek. It was Star Trek The Next Generation. And then Deep Space Nine, I believe, came after Next Generation.
You ready for number
I
5?
don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this.
Reading Rainbow.
Yes, Reading Rainbow came to my elementary school in kindergarten, actually. LeVar Burton wasn't there, but they brought the film crew. And my class didn't get picked, but the other class got picked. They were on TV. And Reading Rainbow was at my school. That's what happened. All right,
Good
go ahead.
shit.
Go ahead.
Are you done? Reading Rainbow was at your school.
Reading Rainbow was at my school.
All right, so you're pro-gay.
Protein. Mob Protein was not at your school. Anyhow, here we go. The price of a first-class stamp was how much in 1966? The price of a first-class stamp.
In 1966?
Yeah.
I have a number in my head. I think under 10 cents.
Okay. Oh, 5 cents. Philly beat Bob number 1. Yeah, he's
5
right.
cents, yeah, I figured it was under. I figured it was under 10.
You were right, though. It was under 10.
5 cents. Wow. Reading Rainbow was the shit. Yeah, it was the shit.
All right, he's awarded 2 points, but actually, they're pretty easy, actually. But let's go there.
Let's
have one.
do it. Let's do it.
Can you have one we discussed?
Yeah. When I think of the 60s, I think sometimes, what Beatle album came out that year, which I knew, 1966. Who could tell me what Beatle album came out?
All right, there you go. What Beatle album came out in 1966? I forgot what you told me.
Yeah. Electric Company. No.
Was it the White or Rubber Soul or
It
Sergeant
wasn't
Pepper?
Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul was 65, I believe.
Okay.
Not the White Album. No.
Revolver?
It is Revolver. Francis got it. It is Revolver.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Craig
I
Kohler
didn't.
got
Craig
it. Craig
Kohler
Kohler
got
got
it.
it, actually. Yeah, Revolver.
I'm reading. No. I didn't
It
get
is
it.
Revolver. Yes. It is Revolver. Your older sister was Bart. Nice. It was Revolver.
You ready?
All right, what else we got for 66?
All right. Cesar Romero had cameos on this show that premiered on January 12th on ABC. Cesar Romero. If I tell you who he played, you know who it is. Batman, correct. He was the Joker. I'm a Zenga.
I'm a
Did you like
Zenga.
Batman? That was one of them I did like.
Yeah. All right, what else?
Batman.
Oh, there you go. Batman. Who said it first?
Yeah, no, shit. 9 of them. I'm a Zenga. I believe it was I'm a Zenga.
I'm trying to think of some 1966 organized crime. One I have in my head right now, actually.
The little, what was it called? The little Appalachian.
Is that what you got?
What? For 66?
Yeah.
The little Appalachian one. Remember we were talking
Right.
about?
And over on Queens Boulevard, I think, right?
No, I don't remember.
I think it was on
But
Queens Boulevard.
I got number 7. You ready?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I've been waiting.
La Stella Restaurant. There you go. They've got their protein rub outs. Mickey Dolenz was the drummer and probably the only musician on this hit show.
Oh.
Mickey
I know that
Dolenz.
one.
You know that
Actually-
one? Huh? The fuck's wrong with this guy? You're mute.
What else you got? I'm sorry. I didn't
You
even
were
know.
mute for about a minute.
I'm sorry. That's horrible. That's
Are
terrible.
you all right?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I what I said was I meant Mickey Dolenz. That's really what I said.
Oh, okay. We didn't hear it anyway.
Yeah. All right. All right. What else you got for 66?
All right. What did Batman use to fight off the lethal sea creature in the 1966 Batman movie?
Ooh.
What did he use? Anybody? Oh, there you go. Shock repellent.
Is
Yes.
that true?
Yes. Yes. Bat. It's called actually, right? A shock repellent bat spray. That's what I would need to fight off Angel Gotti.
All right. Let's go. Who else? I got a hard one, actually.
All right, go ahead.
Since somebody brought up the Westies before. I think this is all. Let me see. Hold on. Well, I'll just say I think it's all spring. Whatever. It doesn't matter. In 1966, a young James Coonan would be involved with 2 separate homicides in a short period of time. This was the shooting of 3 individuals. One of them lived. 2 separate incidents, but 2 individuals were murdered. And these were murders that Coonan was involved in. He would do very little time considering what he was involved with. Eddie Sullivan would go to jail. He would get a life sentence. But who are the 2 individuals in 1966? Now, Spillane was 77, Pat Orlando. 2 individuals in 1966 that James Coonan was involved with in their murders. That's a hard one. That's actually a hard one. Ruby Stein, no, that was 77 as well, I think. Ruby Stein was April of 77. Mickey Spillane was May of 77. Friday the 13th of May, 1977. Texas Hitman, supposedly. No.
Gotcha.
Kallenstein lived. So it wasn't Kallenstein, but Kallenstein was shot, but he lived. Bobby Lagville is one of them. Kallenstein lived, Kevin Mahone. The other guy that Kallenstein was with did not live. So Bobby Lagville is one of them. Bobby Lagville was left in a Long Island City gutter, shot up multiple times in the spring of 1966. Actually, a better trivia to add to that was that they both occurred in Long Island City. No. Jerry Morales. There you go. So Jerry Morales and Bobby Lagville, 2 people murdered in 1966 by the Westies. Eddie Sullivan would get a life sentence. But would be.
Are you ready for the last one?
Yes.
5 points here. What classic party game was accused of being a sex in a box when it debuted by the competitors? Sex in a box.
I think I know.
Angel Morales. The wrestler.
I don't think so. I think I know what this might be.
Twister, BTF.
I was going to say that too. Twister. Everyone's saying Twister.
It was Twister. There you go for audition of trivia.
Wasn't Coonan working with? Yeah. Not at that time though. Not in '66. I believe he was only like 19 years old. Just just coming up in the world, earning his stripes, walking the streets. Becoming the young Mickey Mantle, the young.
These zips. They're called zips.
All right, that's where we were going with that. Okay, Francis. We also have a crumb bum. Who won crumb bum last week? I don't even remember.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Was it Dan
tone
Herman?
down.
It was Dan Herman. We're gonna save it for the end. It was Dan Herman. So I want you guys to like brainstorm some crumb bums in your head. You don't have to start typing them now because I'm not gonna like
Right,
crumb bum
right.
now. We're gonna start saving the crumb bum for a little bit later. But start brainstorming. We need 3 crumb bums. Okay. Thank you. All right, Frank. What else we got?
What else do we got? When are you gonna bring one of the articles up?
I did earlier. The pizza article.
I think I'm washed up. I just
We got other shows coming. I don't know if it was on the main. When did I talk about the drug business article?
gosh, the patate.
I think the drug business article, we'll save that for the members only because it's long and exhaustive, and that's going to be really nerdy, and I don't want to bore anybody. Because I know our members will definitely stick by for us on that one. It's a Nicholas Pileggi article from December of 1982, and we're going to read through the article, and it's going to just open up a bunch more doors.
Sammy the Bull Gravano might be involved, might be behind one of those doors.
We also got some Colombian drug stuff. Elisa Pizziola was sourcing some articles for me in reference to those.
Thank you, Lisa, for all the hard work.
I know nothing about Colombians and drug business in Queens, New York in the 70s and 80s. I know nothing about it. I should, but I don't. So we're going to learn a little bit about that together, everything that was going on around that time, a little Frank Fiala, a little Czechoslovakia, a little Nicholas Pileggi, a little Roy DeMeo, a bunch of stuff. So we'll save that for the members only. And
I did.
Do you think that your brother got the orders of the fire running from Galante directly or from one of the subordinates?
I answered that question earlier. So I'll answer it again. It was from my uncle.
Yeah. That's funny, Joey. I'm not going to touch that one, but Joey Franks, I appreciate it. That's I get it. No, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into that. Of course, Lisa, keep it going. I'm bad with checking Facebook. I check it once or twice a day. Like you posted that Gallo thing. I think I didn't see it till like the next day. So I come in and out. But yeah, of course, do whatever you want. Keep posting. If you guys aren't in our Facebook group, you got to join it. We got like 400 or 500 people in there. You know, and it's going pretty good. I had another couple ideas. Somebody sent me a message on Instagram asking me about that movie Once Upon a Time in Queens, which I've never seen. Still, I know you saw it. Did you know somebody that was involved in it? I know a lot of
friend, my old friend. I don't know if he considers me a friend anymore. But a childhood friend of mine produced it. That's Iggy Petapito. Matter of fact, his daughter is the young girl in the movie. She does a very good job. The little girl. So shout out to
so I was thinking maybe we could even do like a fucking members only watch party with that movie. I've never seen it. It would be cool to maybe watch it. We see some Queens neighborhoods, and
you know how many people I know in the movie?
It's for free on YouTube. Say it again.
You know how many people I know in that movie? Forget it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think we should.
My ex-best friend's dad. Yeah. Iggy's dad was in the movie. I heard he passed.
I don't want to do it on the regular lives because I don't know what's going to happen, but I think on the members only we'll be all right, even though it's for free on YouTube. Everybody can watch it. So for our members out there, if you guys like that idea, we'll do that. We'll do a little watch party. We'll talk about the movie as it plays. Frank could comment on it. There's a lot of neighborhoods and cool street stuff that I saw just from like the trailer. I liked what I saw as far as the neighborhoods. I can't say if the movie's good. I never saw it.
I liked it, but I'm biased though. I've seen a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. The guy who plays the gangster at the end talks Sicilian, is a guy that used to hang out with us in Giannini's. His name is Mario Ruffo. And around the time I was left the neighborhood, he was getting into acting. So that was cool. I seen him in the movie. So it was an interesting film.
Once Upon a Time of Queens, Jet. The movie's okay. Pasta Potato says, I'd say average. All right. Now listen.
I mean, At the end of the day, look,
It's not a major Hollywood motion picture. We know that.
I guess I'm biased because it reminded me of the old neighborhood.
Johnny Roast
It's
Beef
filmed in
Original.
Ridgewood and Middle Village.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do a watch party. I think that would be cool. We'll get the popcorn. We'll get the beers.
Get the beers.
We'll get we'll get whatever you guys want. Whatever you guys want. We'll get it. And anything you guys want, we'll get it. You got to understand what we're working with.
Whatever you want that I had, Jimmy Easy, Jimmy Two
what we're
Times.
capable of over here. You gotta understand.
Johnny Roast Beef. Iggy produced it and co-scripted. I spoke to him with Iggy. Steps of his house in Meadow Village. All right, yeah, we'll check it out.
That's right. Edge actually rented his bar from Iggy. Come to think of it, now that it comes to my attention, they were pretty close.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, Once Upon a Time in Queens. Quite the original name. Everyone's shitting on this movie. You son of a bitches. You motherfuckers.
Nobody like what?
You rude bastards.
The movie is the dude's favorite mob movie.
Once Upon a Time, somehow I don't think that's true. I don't know.
I think he said he liked it. I think I remember.
Favorite is might be pushing it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his favorite movies are, but I would say that might not be true. I don't know. Beep Pups, my man. Thank you for the $9.99. I really appreciate you, my man. What does he want to know? He says, quick question, guys. $10 too. This is great. Quick question, guys. Was John Gotti gay?
John Gotti was not gay.
No, not that I know of. I don't think so. But we really appreciate the $9.99. I really thank you so much for that, my man. Okay. Johnny Roast Beef got his name. That's a good movie too.
Very cool.
Good movie too.
No Cats in Glendale. Great film by Gunsmoke.
It's only gay.
Gunsmoke ate all the cats.
Oh yeah. Pat McCluskey, A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints. Pretty sure based in Queens. Pretty good film. There was a mob grinder. I heard that title before. It's ringing a bell, but I don't believe I've seen it.
I do. I think I remember. It's filmed in Astoria, I believe. Is that by Shayla Bow? I think he's in it too.
I'm not sure.
It was slow. It was all right.
I don't think I've seen it. Proletarian's not here, but I'm gonna write what he would write now. Brett, what the fuck movie have you seen? No movies is the answer. No movies. Pasta Batate. There's two movies loosely about the mob. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde couple robbing social clothes, they made two of them. They had to make two. Why? I don't know, but there is two of them. One of them is the dude from, what's his name? Piazza? Vincent Piazza? Is that his name?
Yeah, he's from Middle Village. Another Christ the King grad.
Yeah. I believe he's in one of those. Yeah.
Vinny Piazza. That's a common name in Castellamare.
Piazza?
Yeah.
Is that a Sicilian name?
Yeah.
Is Mike Piazza from your town?
Oh,
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a common name in Sicily, but it's a common name in my town too.
Rob the Mob. Any truth to Ronnie doing the thing? I mean, as far as what I know, it was that one guy. What's his name?
Dominic. Yeah.
They put it on Pizzonia. Maybe the other guy was involved in it. I don't really remember, but
I like the Pope of Greenwich Village. That was a good movie.
Little Carmen for Sopranos is a Christ the King grad also. Oh, okay.
Who? Yeah, he is. Let me ask you if I remember any teachers of Christ the King. Yeah, I had Mr. Tierney, Mr. Erico, the sister, the nun I forgot. Miss Masucci, very good-looking woman, was my Italian teacher.
My favorite Eric Roberts role is when he plays in the movie The Cable Guy. He plays the Sam Sweet in the made-for-TV movie about the Sam Sweet murders, and Eric Roberts makes about a 1-minute cameo in that movie, and that's my favorite Eric Roberts. You guys remember Cable Guy? The Sam Sweet trial is going on. Sam Sweet killed his brother. And the made-for-TV movie is with Eric Roberts, as per the movie.
Eric was
Eric
going to
Roberts
be-
was going to be the next Tom Cruise on a horrible motorcycle accident. Yeah. His daughter's pretty nice looking lady. Entourage, he was classic. I used to watch Entourage. I watched Entourage like the first 2 seasons, and then I kind of fell off from it.
And I was into it.
I watched the first couple seasons when it was on, like when it was coming out, and I just got sick of it. I don't know. Just like,
Come on, S. What's going on? Mean Streets was one of my favorite movies. I don't know. We got to get a movie here. Yeah, it was really good. I like Mean Streets.
Yeah.
It was definitely a prerequisite to Goodfellas, the music wise as well.
yeah, and Taxi Driver and all that. Yeah. Well, music, yeah, more so like with the Goodfellas. Yeah, music wise for sure.
Lisa, so did I. I don't even want because my curriculum was higher than the rest of it, and she failed me. First, because I was the class clown, my fault, and secondly because she was taking me verbatim, letter for letter. She would fail me. I should have took the test to begin with.
Thank you, Carmine S. for the $4.99. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. Hope of Greenwich Village. Seen the movie Robert Downey Jr. was in Astoria?
29th Street. That's a good movie.
That's with Aiello, right?
Yes. It's about the guy who won the first lotto in New York.
Sheila and Chaz.
You know when you won the lotto in New York back in the day, the New York State Lottery, you just got a ticket for a drawing, and it would be drawn in Madison Square Garden. So let's say they had 6 people. They take the 6 people who got the numbers, and they would draw. There was only 5. There was 5 numbers, I believe, and then they would draw the ticket. So that's like a double heart attack, you know.
In his case, heart attack.
Always
been, yeah, me too, Pasta. I've actually seen it on TV before, like watched like whatever, a few minutes of it over, but I've never sat down and like, yeah, I gotta watch that. Mood Lounge, Pej says he gave Robert Downey coke with Mark Terrarosa in the Hamptons. Is that right? You contributed to this guy's fucking habit, huh? You son of a bitch.
I actually could see that. I actually could see that.
Not Iron Man because of you. Mob Cops movie.
What else we got?
Yeah. So we'll do that. We're gonna do a watch party. It's gonna be on members only. If you're not a member, sorry. I mean, sorry that you're not a member. I guess. I mean, you could become one, but that's up to you. We're gonna start recording Ridgewood: A True Story this week. We actually almost did it tonight. We almost had a cancellation tonight, as Frank said earlier, but we decided to come on. But we were.
I owe it to you guys. At the end of the day, I do. You guys treat us right. And yeah, I was having a kind of day, but you know what? You guys take me out of the funk, and thank you so much. And 99% of you guys here are positive. Of course, we get some idiot now and then, but not much. And we're lucky for that. So thank you for being who you guys are. You know, it was great. I talked to 2 girls from high school 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, and a friend of mine goes, "Hey, I'm with so-and-so and so-and-so." I said, "I haven't talked to them in fucking since, say, maybe 95. Goes, "Well, can you call me?" I said, "Yeah, of course." And it was positive. So, you know, thanks to this show, it opened up a lot. With a lot of people from the past. Of course, people are going to feel a certain way all the time. I can't help that. You know, I can't. But I thought it was everybody. And I'm slowly understanding it's actually the minority rather than the majority. So thank you.
People grow up.
Yeah.
You know, people grow up. I mean,
yeah.
You learn that even maybe back then, maybe they just always kind of like were like, yeah, that's your guy's thing, you know, whatever you're doing over there, you fucking nut jobs, you know, you're just the guy that I knew from the neighborhood, you know, you're always nice to me, and whatever it is, you know.
I wasn't great, and so I guess I see it as, what's up, Jeff the Cartagena? That's my goddaughter's baptism. So shout out to Jocelyn. Little cute kid, real cute, real cute. You know, at the end of the day, you think about stuff like this and you say, wow, I was such an asshole out there. Why would anybody still want to talk to me? The only people that talked to me were people who were just assholes like me. And not everybody in the mob was an asshole. Like I said, I knew a lot of people, you know. You know, in baseball, the term 5'2". You ever heard
Yeah.
that term in baseball?
Of course. Yeah.
Guy who hits, steals, runs, everything like that. And I'm not tooting my own horn. When it comes to this genre, I'm a 4-2. I think I got 4 tools. And you say, what is it? I wasn't made. I get that. Could I have got made one day? Who knows? I was around bosses. I knew 4 bosses by name, and they knew me by name. You know, outside and inside. No matter where. I was around the people. I lived that life. That's what I did. I known it from an outside point of view, and I knew it from a government point of view. So yes, rat, and I even bring that into the game. Unfortunately, because I could give you both sides. You know, so how many of these content creators actually hung out with wise guys? I'm not talking about wise guys' kids or being somewhere in a stadium and getting a beef with a wise guy's kid that he ends up slapping you. I'm not talking about that. You know, so I could give you these things, and that's what I do. But thank you for giving back. Also, you guys do that, and thank you.
Serginini crew movie in the works for it. I wish. I mean, it would be a great movie. I mean, sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, Tower King, yeah, what's going on?
I don't want to say names, but when are we getting the YG episode? YG.
We didn't get the crumb bum yet, Miss BTF. We will. We'll get to the crumb bum of the night.
Under says, I'm waiting for someone to make the 86th Street and 18th.
Castellano wanted to open a club over there by Tommaso with Jimmy Brown. Nobody thought it was a good idea, but he did it anyway.
Snake Plissken, what's going on, man? Gene Barella said Jimmy is solid. That's good enough for me. Hey, we don't tell anyone who to like, who to not like. Yeah, if you like the show, I know they made up with Gunsmoke. That was nice to see. Him and his co-host, Brooklyn, they went on a Gunsmoke show, so that was good. They squashed that. Very nice. Very nice. We like to see people getting along.
Which brings me to Giacomo, okay? Listen. I was watching this stuff the other day. I'll be honest with you. I think he found his niche. He could talk about the mob stuff. Yeah, he was around mob people. He was Joe Messino's related to, and I get that. But this thing he does with the food,
I know.
He probably has a better chance of making it big with the food.
I agree. And you know what? I don't even want to give him, because I don't even want to fucking say I like his shit with the cooking, because last time I said it, and he said I need to learn respect. So you can't be nice to some people. I don't know. He's still talking about things I said 6 months ago. I've said more nice things since then than bad things, but it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, Ruben. Yeah, I mean, you know what? But he has that niche. So I told you when I wanted it, I was hearing the coffee boy thing by the media, the newspapers, and everything. I said, you know what? Let me capitalize on this. And what do you want to do? And while I was in jail, I was wanting to write a coffee book to the mob, a coffee table book to the mob. And it was a small 90 page with recipes and what basically so-and-so drank, how they drank this, and how, actually Sammy was helping me out with this too while I was in jail. Because I was asking him, how did this guy drink his coffee? I like to like coffee black like my women. That's his favorite line. Sammy is. So he has something there. If he cooked and he was around these guys, he knows what they ate. He knows what Joe Messino's favorite was. He knew what Sal Vitale's favorite food was. So that's something maybe he should consider. But why take advice from my dumb ass, right?
OZ, Young Guns. Yeah. I'm sure maybe certain characters from that will probably pop up. Maybe certain brothers. Something like that.
Who's that?
He's sort of like the Young Guns, some of those Ozone Park guys.
Chicago
Overcoat was one of the worst movies. That was with Frank Vincent, right? Yeah, that's a bad one. We'll watch the bad movies too. We'll watch those on. We'll have watch parties with bad movies too. That'll be great.
Carolina, he can say whatever he wants. It is what it is.
Hey, Carmine just pulled a monkey man on you. Three
What?
bodies.
I didn't have no 3 bodies. With my mouth, I probably had 20 because I wanted to fuck at one point. I wanted to fucking kill everybody. But the problem was, that wasn't a problem. It was a good thing. I came so close to go to jail that when I left for California, I cooled off my ass. But if I get away with that first body, I would have probably been up to like fucking a few. Unfortunately, that didn't. Fortunately, that didn't happen.
I watched a movie about Gus Ferrazzi the other night. Tony Danza played him. Yeah, he did play yeah.
Played him
He
good.
played a couple of prisoners. He played Jerry the Jew too in one of those movies too. Jerome Rosenberg. Brett Frank, did you see the Odyssey? No, I did not see the Odyssey.
I
Did you
heard a
see
lot
the
of
Odyssey,
good things
Frank?
about it.
I did not see it. No.
That's by Homer, ain't it?
Yeah, the Homer's Odyssey.
Iliad,
Yeah, no, I did not
Iliad,
see
and,
that. I did not see that.
Them fucking Greeks and their imagination.
I don't really like stuff like that. So like I don't like stuff like that. Ped says he wanted to kill him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, we'll do bad mob movie watch parties. We'll do that.
I was out of control.
That would be great. That would be phenomenal. It's a great idea. All right, we're best movie I've seen in theaters in a long time. I didn't think I'd like it. All right, I'll take that into consideration. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I don't even remember the last time I was there. Find Me Guilty. That is the one with the Jersey mob trial with Vin Diesel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
He plays a good part in that. You know what? He does. That movie's underrated.
You know, he plays
it's-
he plays what's his name? What the fuck's the guy's name again in real life? Oh, God darn it. What's the guy? What is his real name? Someone tell me because it's slipping my mind.
Are you ready for the crumb bomb?
Yeah. Yes.
Almost
Yes.
football.
Let me set up the crumb bomb. New poll.
Yeah, let me talk to these people while you do that. I got it.
Well, they need to give me crumb bombs, but you could talk to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need the crumb. We're talking about football's coming back, and Chad and his new song. I like Chad's new song. He likes it too, by the way.
Yeah,
Tony
the Butt
Danza
Rock.
played part good. His mother is Sicilian, and his father's parents come from my hometown, Benvenuto. Shout out to Benvenuto. Long ass movie, good movie, but long ass movie. Once Upon a Time in America.
Got a little Monday Night Football at the end there.
Yeah. Are you ready for some football?
from Boston.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are still on this T-Knot. That guy must be going around causing trouble, I guess. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I get the point. Point taken, guys. All right, T-Knots.
I nominate James
So
Proctor.
Dan Herman is returning because he won last week. So we got T-Knot, Herman. All right, no more T-Knot. It's gone. Next one. If we suggest a thing instead of, let's see what Phoenix. Suggesting instead of a person I'd like to nominate OCN Splooge Powder. Official comes to Nostra.
Dan Tundish. Frank, did you ever see the Sicilian with Christopher Lombard? Kind of corny, but yeah, it was very corny. They filmed a little bit of it in Castellamare del Golfo also. I like the original about the Salvatore Giuliano story, and it has the same name by Francesco Rossi, R-O-S-I. He's the director in the movie. Very good movie. It's the original, black and white, Sicilian. A lot of Sicilian spoken in it, obviously, and subtitles. Check it out.
All right, let's get another one. We got two. We got Tina. We got Herman returning, and we need two more, ladies and gentlemen. Two more. We got a CJ. We got another CJ. Wow, you guys are picking on the regulars, I guess. We got one Borello.
2 Borellos, 3 Borello more.
One Borello, 2 Borello, 3 Borello rock.
And the Borello.
Proctor. All right, so we got 2 Proctors, I think.
I like Proctor.
We got 3 Proctors. Well, they're picking. We're not picking. Yeah, Tondas, he doesn't annoy me as much as he annoys other people, but different strokes, I guess. CJ, Proctor, CJ, Proctor, the Herman. All right, I think we have enough CJ, so he could return. All right, so I guess it's between Proctor and Borello, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it's between Proctor and Borello. And
we need 2 more, don't we?
Throw away the keys. It's getting so freaking ridiculous when it comes to Gene Borello.
Man, that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, you guys are fighting for the tie right now, so let's see.
Imagine he was a professional pitcher at one time. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, Lisa. A lot of people are doing things. I don't know. T-Not apparently. CJ, I guess, is still out there. Proctor, Borello, Proctor.
The T-Not guy, I went on a show, and he said, well, this is a real show, not 52. Fuck you, whoever said anything to you.
All right, so Proctor wins. This is definitely a real show. I mean, that could also be a real show, but this is definitely a real show. Okay, so create, we start, we show.
How many people we got on here?
Hold on 1 second. 138. We are 138. All right, so Chrome of the Week. Type 1 for Dan, 2 for Tina, 3 for CJ, 4 for Proctor. Ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to Roro. I didn't see her.
Of the week.
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum, a real crumb bum.
Of course.
So.
All right. I did turn it on. You see, they're doing something with this thing now. Stop poll. Where I have to resume it. I don't know why StreamYard did that last time too. All right, the poll is active. It's active. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, ladies. Oh my God. 2. Psycho Scott, you got to write 1, 2. Not a lot of 2s. 1, 2.
That Proctor's running away with it. Atta boy. Get him, James.
Dominic Calandra in the house. You know what?
You know what?
My man, Dominic Calandra. Moff 27 came through with a number 2. There he is. There. See, I like people that don't necessarily chat throughout the whole show, but they listen and then they contribute when the crumb bum comes around. If you just do that, that's great. I like it. That shit. That shit. Psycho Scott, you still got CTE, I guess. Look at you.
Whoever asked about the Knicks, here you go.
Yes, Dan Tondas, I do think that. What a guy.
I don't think the Knicks will ever win anything again, though.
Very good, Dan Tondas.
I'm happy. I could go, I'm happy with what they did.
Dan Tondas knows what's up. All right. Snake Plissken, number 4. He wants Proctor. So it looks like, this is one of the biggest blowouts in a while, man. Wow. This is a blowout. It's a runaway. Damn. Is it really, Dan? Me too. Really? Yeah. Well, top 3 for sure. Danzig. Not like the grave stuff. I understand if you like that, but I don't. I never got into it. Yeah. Tondas.
All right, we just take it. We got it. Fucking thing. People start dropping off when we do this shit.
Nah, they're voting. Everyone's hanging out. Still got the same people. Yeah, Tondas. Sometimes you get one of those too, Pedge, my man. See you later. He says, I gotta go, people. Have a good evening. It was a fun night.
I I will. I will
We're gonna
move.
send-
I
We're
will.
both gonna send you pics. We're actually gonna be together at some point in the future.
Yes.
So maybe we'll both give you the back. The pause.
Hey, we're not gonna tell you where we're gonna be.
Pause.
We'll take a picture.
I said I was about to say we'll both give you the back shots. You know. Pause. Yeah. But we will be. We'll be.
Higher
together.
play. Oh, higher play. Yeah.
We'll be together soon. Oh my God. All right, listen. A lot of people aren't voting. I can't force people to vote. I don't know what you guys want. You want the fucking absentee ballots? What do you want me to do? You can't make it.
How many people voted?
Just vote. All you got to do. 1, 2, or 3 or 4. There's 140 something people, 30 something people here. 1, 2, 3, or 4. All you got to do is vote. It's very easy. It's very easy.
Well, how many people voted? How many people said voted?
It's not many, less than 20.
I guess they don't want to vote.
Peace, Ruben Sanchez. Good to see you. Rob Ross County with the vote. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate you. Just give it a vote. Just give it a light. All right. We'll give it another 1 minute, and then we'll conclude this crumbummery. And then we're going to head out of here.
Crumbummery. Any protein tips?
Can you vote more than once? No, unless you sign in from another name. I don't think you can vote more than once there, pal. Oh, come on. You guys can do it. You guys can do it. You guys can do it. I got Proctor. Got it. No, you can't, Jet.
Maybe you need to refresh again.
No, I think that's it.
He's refreshed.
Resume.
Then it's moving.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got a lot of votes. Yo, this is StreamYard. Like, they keep fucking this thing up, man. Like,
how many you got now?
There's always a new thing with StreamYard. I think I need to find.
The machine is rigged.
I think I need to find a new fucking thing.
Recount.
Every week there's a fucking problem with StreamYard. So I just reloaded. Voting machine is rigged. Exactly. The voting. Stop the steal. The voting is rigged. Stop the steal. They're not letting you show the ID. Not letting you show the IDs. They sent an absentee ballot to my neighbor who's been dead for 30 years. What's going on? See, yeah, you're right, Phoenix. Just like where they wouldn't even let it get started. My neighbor's been dead for 20 years, and he somehow he voted. I tell you, when you were talking about Galante before, I was thinking when I used to live in like North Flushing, I had a neighbor across the street, old Italian guy who spoke like this, you know. He kind of looked like Carmen Galante a little bit. He was little, and he had the red hair. He was kind of bald a little bit, and he used to like be obsessed with the way people parked on the block, you know, an inch on his driveway. And then he used to I used to come out of my house, and he used to see me, and he used to go like this. He used to just stuck with his hands, like I'm supposed to know. And that was his thing. That was his thing. He was pointing out the cars that were parked wrong. I used to go out.
He was an air traffic controller. That's what he was.
I said, yeah, what are you going to do? He's like, good talk with you. Every day, the fuck. He was
That's about right.
Obsessed with it. My dad used to talk to him a little because my dad speaks Spanish, so they kind of would
get along.
Yeah, they would kind of, you know. But yeah, it's just like it was fucking everything he was keeping his eye on. He had to complain about everything. Have you seen the West? He says, I have not. No, Andrew. No. All right, let me stop the poll. Let me reload and do it again. All right, I think that's it. I think we got enough votes. So we got about 30-something votes. Whatever.
That's fair.
I can't force people to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first and only time ever, we have a new crumb bum who has won for the first time. That is Mr. James Proctor. James, listen, man, we don't pick the nominees. We don't tell people how to vote. They pick it. So you will return next week to reclaim your title. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's crumb bum is Mr. James Proctor.
Throw away the keys.
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum, a real crumb bum.
Throw away the keys.
Stop the baloney, huh? Who?
That's it.
Alicia Love. Alicia Love there.
Remix. Yep, that's it. That's it. All right. Hide the poll. Hide your poll. Hide the kids. Hide your wife. James Proctor has one.
We're coming back on Thursday.
Video incoming. Hey, that's fine. He'll be talking about you guys, not us. We didn't put him up for nominations. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. No, I didn't call him Lilo. No. He passed away, but he was a funny guy, man. Really fucking funny guy.
Oh, Lilo.
Really?
You ever seen the 60 Minutes with Carmine Galante and his daughter? Yeah, I grow peppers. I go upstate, you know.
Yeah. With what's his name? With
Roy Cohen looking at him like this, like don't fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstate. We're gonna get the
tomatoes, peppers too.
Tomatoes, peppers. And this is that. 2 weeks later.
yeah. Unfucking believable.
This little old man, you see, this sweet little old man.
Yeah. And then they showed him fucking sprawled out. He has a boner.
Oh my God. Throw away the key fob, man. Those who make good by being bad are nowhere to be seen these days.
Just ask Carmine Lilo Galante. A day in July, a hot summer's day in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Fucking John Miller himself. Those who make good by being bad are nowhere to be seen these days.
There was a great one. John Miller was doing a weekly show, and he's chasing some guys, calling him up and telling him how much of a badass he's building himself up. Like John so and so, I'm going to go beat Vito Guzzo now, right? So the guy, they catch him making the phone call from a certain telephone place, and they're filming him. And then he goes to meet Vito. Vito sees him, and a whole bunch of fucking cameras come towards both of them. And Vito's like, "What the fuck is this?" It was actually this guy, this fucking steroid guy. I swear to God.
They set him up like that?
Yeah, like he wanted himself to look bad. He goes, Vito's meeting this guy, John so-and-so. Johnny Muscle's coming to meet fucking Vito Guzzo, and he's a big fucking enforcer for the mob. So it was actually him calling. They have it, the whole fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah, so he goes to meet Vito, and the cameras come out, and John Miller comes out. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, are you John so-and-so? And then John Miller put him out. He goes, it was actually him fucking making that call from this phone number.
That's insane, man.
So that guy, Johnny Muscle's a son. So he never came around no more because people were like, what the fuck are you doing? He's trying to give himself a fucking name, you understand?
That is so fucking crazy, dude.
Look it up
John
at the
Miller
archive.
showed up.
Look at the, yeah, he had like, it was like fucking to Catch a Predator. All the camera people came out and everything. Vito, you can see Vito going like this, like, what the fuck is this? And he just ran right into a fucking club.
So that's like recorded somewhere? That's on somewhere?
100%. It was John Miller used to have, like, for NBC, used to follow the mob once a week. It's one of those episodes. I get a call from a Johnny Muscles. And he's telling me that he's an enforcer for the Gambino family. So we decided to follow him around. But then we found out Johnny Muscles was actually calling himself. Here he meets Vito Guzzo.
Rio and Ridgewood, ladies and gentlemen, with who authorities are calling the next John Gotti. He is meeting Johnny Muscles.
Yeah, Johnny Muscles. He never gets a big steroid guy, too. He's huge. And he probably was one of his bouncers, you know. And he was, you could tell he was like, he thought he was, what the fuck is this?
Joe Coffey put the cigar in his mouth. It says Joe Coffey.
Yeah, Carmine. We had a detective, a homicide detective, that was my coach as a kid. And that was basically what they were saying.
But he says it's not coffee. He didn't say.
No, he didn't say about coffee. He said that somebody put it there.
Said who he thought it. We didn't say who he thought it was. Maybe he didn't want to say the guy's name.
Yeah. Yeah, but he also said He said it wasn't coffee, but he said they did put it in his mouth, which is obvious. I mean, fucking guy took like 18 shots.
You know, coffee was interesting because my series that I did with Detective Frank Pergola, who worked for Joe Coffey twice, once in the Son of Sam task force, and then he worked for him later with the special mob squad, whatever they had. And I talk about it. We talk about it on one of the episodes. If you guys go to the series that we did, it's called Joe Coffey, and it's called Phantom Detectives. According to Pergola, he had like this crew of secret detectives that like nobody even knew about. like a couple like Irish guys or this other guy, and you called them like he referred to them as Joe Coffey's phantom detectives because no one knew who the fuck they were. He had like
Bro, man,
a
you know,
private
New York,
squad of fucking dudes that
Irish drunks, fucking
Right.
a bunch of Irish drunks at a fucking bar. You know, there was Irish bars. They were more these Irish bars, these not Irish bars, the cop bars, right? They were usually owned by former cops. Now and then there was bullets in the fucking halls. They were more dangerous than a regular fucking bar and out of control. There was a guy who was on that what's that show, Black and White, out of guys talk about themselves, Soft White Underbelly. So this guy was on Soft White. He was a cop at the 104th. He said that he was one of the few, the only cops out of about 150 that didn't drink at the fucking 104th precinct. They drank all fucking day. Yeah, and that's one of the things we're gonna do on season 4 because the cops come in the picture, their names, who they were, who the ones surveilling us, the ones on a federal level and NYPD. But the NYPD first, of course. There was Wilder, Patchen, my buddy Ingerson. They broke the rules and they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, they were crazy.
The ends justified the means. There was no fucking question about that.
He said Coffee was flushing to yeah, that's true. Yeah, they raided Artois Collision, Richard Mastrangelo's shop. They all went in there, and Frank says Coffee chased down fucking Testa, who was, I guess, throwing some drugs in the toilet, and he gave him a swirly. He fucking shoved his face in the fucking toilet. And Pergola walked in on. He was like, well, come on, what the fuck are you doing? Whatever. But yeah, that's the type of shit they were up to, man. Really.
Jimmy Breslin used to go to Licata's coffee shop on Forest Avenue. He was friends with the Licatas or something. But he had written something in the fucking newspaper one time, and he got the old toilet bowl thing too. Guys came in there. Tony Indian, good friend with Ristelli. He was like the go-between Ristelli and fucking and the Zips. He was really close with my Uncle John. They came in there and they grabbed him and they fucking stuck his head in the toilet over a fucking article he wrote. So you know, those things went on, man.
But isn't he have an article he's talking about? Oh, the wallpaper, the smell in the air, the neighbors.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah. And I was in the coffee shop.
He's waiting. Not that he didn't write 100 articles like that, but you know what I mean.
I said, that's us. That was us. He goes, and they made me feel like I wasn't wanted. I said, what the fuck you had coffee for you? Nobody bothered you.
Gee.
I was showing it to Vito Grimaldi. He goes, I think they're on to us. I said, what on to us? This fucking guy has nothing better to do. We ain't doing nothing wrong.
I think they're on to us.
I think they're on to us.
He
was old school. He used the old cliches, you know. You think this guy's going to go to the law?
Francisco Carmen says, how big was Galante's heroin operation?
Big. He went Montreal, Marseille, and Sicily. But then, you know, there was the ones who got it to Sicily. They were processing. Some of the stuff was being processed, believe it or not, during Galante's era. In what's that country that got fucked by ISIS? Syria. They would go to Turkey and they would have these processing houses in Syria. And then they would go,
When was this?
In the 60s. Turkey, they would get the shit from Turkey, process it in Syria, go down to Lebanon, and from Lebanon, either fly it or boat all the way to Sicily, and then from Sicily, then it would get to Marseille, and then from Marseille, most of the time to the United States. That was his operation, the 60s. Now, the what's the fuck's his name? Badalamentes was different. It came from Afghanistan and took a different route into Pakistan, and the government was involved. Who knows where the fuck they were doing from there?
Fish in the house.
Fish in the house.
What's up, Big Frank?
In the house.
And Little Brett. Little Brett. Wow, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Little Brett. Yeah.
He's probably taller than me and bigger than me.
Little Brett. I actually got called a big guy. I got called a big guy recently. About 5. I'm like 5'10". I would say 5'10".
All right, yeah, you're taller than I am.
I would say 5'10".
Yeah,
no, I'm not 5'8", lying about 5'10". I'm 5'10". There you go.
Yeah, my friend, the South of France, Marseille.
5'8" want to be 6, 6'5" want to be 6'5". You know what they say. But I'm 5'10". Are you talking about Marsilia as in Marseille?
Yes, yes. Yep, the French connection.
What else? What else? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're getting towards the end of the program here. I had a good time. We talked about a little history. We talked about a little trivia. We had a good night. I love coming here on Monday night. JJ Lambone sent me a photo he wants me to put up on the screen. So let's see what we got here.
Yes.
What do we got here? What the fuck? AI is getting crazy, guys.
I
mean,
guess.
What is
I
this?
guess.
What is this? Jeez. This is a little scary.
Yes, man. Same. Great having you guys.
This is
You know what that
stuff,
is? That's he works for fucking Wise Guy Workouts.
Okay.
Get into the protein. Look, the men's protein.
We're getting into the
we made that.
protein.
Yep.
That is good.
Thank you.
What you gonna do with it?
We're selling it. We're trying to let people know that sperm is actually very, very good in like protein.
What
Yeah.
the fuck you mean sperm?
Like kids?
The fuck you got me to eat some fucking sperm, bro?
I thought you knew that.
No, bro. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, bro. Why the fuck I'm eating sperm, bro?
You said it was good.
Cause I thought this shit was ice cream or some icing or some shit.
You can use it for that. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's African sperm right there.
You motherfucker. African sperm. God damn it. African sperm. Ugly.
God damn it! Not again.
That's fish serving his ISIS over there. I want to let you know that sperm was good, cuz.
Just so you
don't like that, cuz.
From Sissy.
The new sperm flavored icy. Why
You
do
see
you
that
think it's
one
white,
guy?
cuz?
God damn it! You got me again.
Why do you
Like
think
it
it's all,
happened.
why do you think it's white, cuz?
You
You
acted
thought
like
it
you
was lemon?
that one dude with the fucking beach hat. He acted like he stepped on a splinter again. God damn it! Not the sperm.
Oh my god. Lots of protein in that stuff.
Oh my God, Mom.
That's a good way to get your ass kicked. A good way to get killed. You kidding?
Shit. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
Let's give a big shout out to the great BTF Phoenix for the triple
Thank
H.
you. Thank
Lots
you.
of luck our way. BP Pups, thank you for the $9.99. Great question. You don't know the answer.
JJ got some ideas.
Carmine S, thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate you, my buddy. Snake Pliskin, appreciate you, my buddy. $4.99 from Snake.
Thank you, Snake.
Pliskin. Thank you, everybody who contributed tonight by contributing a donation, by contributing to the Crumb Bomb voting, and everything else. Let's say goodbye to some people. Lucy Pizziola, have a good night. Rose County, Wild County, Rose County. Limptic Lenny, there he is. How are you doing? I love your London restaurant over there on Woodhaven.
Limptic Lenny's.
Limptic, London Lenny's.
Jojo Christmas, thank you for hanging
Diabetic
out.
Dave.
Jason Diamond, the great Matt 6697, Jet. It's my Paul McCartney impression. Steven the Gypsy, have a good night. IH Farmer, Middle Village. Have a good one, my man. JJ Lambone.
Home country.
Joe Story. Robert Kamer. Melnoche. David Price. Everybody. Francisco the Bullhorn. How could I forget? Frankie, I got to announce a runts when you come to Flatbush, son. There you go. I was in Flatbush the other day. I was doing a little recording.
Francisco Horner.
Me so Horna.
Me so Horner. We love you long
We should
time.
go back to it. Say, you thought it was lemon, cuz.
Yeah,
We're trying something new here. We're trying something new here.
It was coconut milk.
Thought it was coconut.
From these coconuts, and then he grabs his nuts.
You guys like different things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope you all have a tremendous night. Thanks.
God bless you. God bless
members
you.
only on Thursday. I think we're gonna do a watch party. All right.
Yeah. Somebody give Francisco a member. We tried. What are we gonna do?
We tried.
What are you gonna do?
We tried. See you later, Wild Rose County. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.